Well, hello there folks, and welcome back to the Whisky Friend with me, Alan. Well, I've been away for a couple of weeks doing my own little bourbon journey, but I think there's a clue going on here. I think we're back on the Scotch single malts. Just to let you know, my bourbon journey has been fantastic. I'd like to once again thank Mr. Jerry Kersey for sending me the samples to sample some beautiful bourbons. Jerry, I'm going to continue to do that, mate, but I feel that it's time just to drop a few single malts back in again, and if I'm being honest, I'm missing my single malts, so I can't wait to get into this one today. So yeah, once again Jerry, thanks very much, and we'll see some more of your samples coming up later. Okay folks, just before we get started on this single malt, just a friendly reminder, if you're watching for the first time and you like what I'm doing, guys, you may want to consider hitting that subscribe button down below. It's free, doesn't cost you anything, and you're helping the channel get on its way to that magical 1k. So, single malt, wow, I'm looking forward to this, guys. I've been away for a little while. I'll be honest, I haven't even been trying some single malts in between, so it's been bourbon all the way, but I'm really looking forward to today. Today I've got my trusty sample again, Springbank 10. What a way to come back. So let's get this poured, let's get it on its way before we start. So I'll give you a little bit of information on Springbank. The Springbank Distillery is a family owned single malt whisky distillery on the Kintyre Peninsula in Western Scotland. It is owned by J&A Mitchell and Company, who also own the Glengyle Distillery, the oldest independent bottler, William Cadenheads, and several blended Scotch labels. Licensed in 1828, Springbank is one of the last surviving producers of single malt whiskies in Campbelltown, an area that once had over 30 active distilleries. The distillery produces 3 types of peated and unpeated malt whisky that is bottled under 3 distinct brands. The majority of this distillate is bottled as single malt, with a small percentage sold to larger blenders or ending up in one of J&A Mitchell's own blended Scotch labels, such as the Campbelltown Lock. So at the Springbank Distillery, it has 3 stills, 1 wash still and 2 spirit stills. It has a capacity of 750,000 litres per annum. Its core range is, they do a 10-year-old, which is this one. They do a 12-year-old cask strength, 15-year-old, 18-year-old, 21-year-old. The casks used at the distillery is a mix of bourbon, sherry, wine, rum and Calvados. Springbank is the only Scottish distillery to perform every step in the whisky making process, from malting the barley to bottling the spirit. Several distilleries malt some percentage of their barley and source the balance from an industrial malting facility, such as a Port Ellen. However, Springbank maintains a traditional malting floor that provides over 100% of their distillate. Paul John Whisky in India is one of the other few major distilleries in the world that malts all of its barley in-house. Springbank then dries its barley using peat sourced from Islay for various lengths of time, 30 to 48 hours, to imbue different levels of the smoky flavour associated with Scotch whisky. Unpeated malt becomes hazelburn, whereas medium peated and heavily peated malts become the distillery Springbank and Long Row labels. Respectively, once dried, the barley is ground into grist, mashed into warm water to extract the barley sugars, and fermented for 72 to 110 hours in cast iron open top mash tuns. The long fermentation period allows for the formation of esters that shape the fruity secondary characteristics that help make the identity of the final product. The liquid, essentially now beer, goes into the stills for the distillation phase. Springbank uses 3 copper pot stills, using 1 direct fire, the other using 2 steam. Using in various combinations to produce its malts, hazelburn unpeated is triple distilled to produce the higher ABV end product of 74 to 76 ABV. The medium peated Springbank is 2.5 times distilled. During the distillation process, some of the low wines are collected before the second distillation and then mixed back into the faints for other distillation. This means that some parts of the spirit have been through the stills twice and some parts 3 times, hence the half distillation. The amount of spirit that goes through the half time is judged by the stillman as the process takes place to ensure consistency. It is emerged around 71 to 72% ABV. The heavily peated Longrow is double distilled, leaving a heavier smoker distillate that leaves the still 68% ABV. The distillery employs traditional warm tub condensers which limit copper contact and make for a richer, oilier spirit. The spirit is then aged primarily in ex-bourbon, ex-sherry casks, although Springbank experiments with the dazzling array of casks to produce secondary characteristics that accent its house style. Wow. Awesome, eh? Well, now that all that info's out of the way, it's time for the whiskey. Let's get on with nosing and tasting. I'll give you my take on it. Just a quick one before I crack on with this whiskey. I'm trying a new mic at the minute. What I need you to do, guys, if my sound's okay, I need you to hit that like button. Give me a quick one and give me a quick like if the sound's okay, yeah? Okay, no problem. Thanks for that. Okay. Looking forward to this, guys. It's been a while now, so I'm just going to get on with it. Fantastic. On the nose of this Springbank 10. Wow. It's rich, it's clean. Straight up front I'm getting some dried fruits, some raisins, some toffee, some caramel, and some honey. So you would expect those. It's quite oaky on the nose. Got some nice wood there. It's quite spicy. I think the spice is ginger. Yeah, definitely ginger. And on the nose, guys, it's lightly peated. This. It's quite earthy, quite grassy. It's quite mineral. So a lot of mineral notes. It's a nice soft smoke there. This is a lightly peated Springbank. Wow, this is really complex on the nose, guys. There's loads going on. I've missed this stuff. Not that the bourbons weren't great, but I'm back on my home turf. This is really complex for a 10-year-old, guys. But you wouldn't expect anything less from Springbank. When I go to Springbank, guys, I'm never ever disappointed by them. But as the nose develops, it's gone quite citrus now. Some lemon oil, some lime, as well as the lemon and lime. It's now taking a nutty twist. Thinking almonds. And now also it's quite salty and it's quite briny, so there's a real marine note to this. And it smells like it's going to be oily. Looking at it, it looks a little bit oily. Colour, it's a real beautiful gold colour, and it's got some fantastic legs on it. I'm not sure if the camera will pick those legs up, but got some really nice legs, and it's sticking to this glass like glue, so it looks fantastic. Okay folks, let's get in for a taste. Slange. It's great to be back. Okay, up front, guys, it's really assertive. Beautiful arrival. they say the intensity is just building. It's got a real creamy mouth feel. See, it's almost buttery. It's fantastic. Those raisins are there from the nose. It's going a little bit fruity now, so I'm picking up a bit of maybe some fruit, maybe a fruit basket, maybe a fruit salad, something like that. It's gone quite fruity. Beautiful, and it's just as complex on the palate as it is on the nose. There's lots and lots going on in this. I'm just going to take another quick sip, guys. As it's developing, it's gone a little bit savoury. Mineral notes are coming in now, so it is that little bit. It's a little bit earthy and a little bit grassy. Typical Springbank. Maybe picking up a little bit of rubbery, a little rubbery note there. I usually get that with Springbank. Yeah, it's definitely there. As it's going through the develop now, it's going a little bit, the citrus is kicking in, that lemon oil, the lime, that's coming through now. Actually picking up some berries now, some raspberries and maybe some strawberries. Yeah, I think it's strawberry. And I think there's a touch of marzipan there, so there's lots going on with this. This is something I wasn't maybe picking up in the bourbons, but the complexity in the single malt whiskies is just outstanding. This is a really solid 10-year-old, guys. It's with regards to Springbank. Whenever I go back to Springbank, it never ever disappoints. And in fact, I'd even go as far as say this is probably one of the best 10-year-olds on the market for the money. It's retailing about £40, and it's super stuff. If you've tried it, let me know, pop a comment down below. If you haven't tried it, guys, get on your bike, get out there and find it, get online, do whatever you need to do to get it. It's actually gone quite floral now. It's changing all the time, this. It's really mature for a 10-year-old. It wouldn't surprise me if there's slightly older stuff in this. Don't think there's a lot, there may be a touch more in it. But again, now it's becoming quite oaky and quite spicy. The ginger's now coming to the fore now. Super whiskey. Let's do a little bit on the finish, guys. Cheers. Okay, so on the finish, guys, it's very floral. As it develops through the end of the finish, it becomes quite spicy. That ginger spice is really prominent, and it's a really nice oaky woody dryness. It's really nice. It's warming, it's lingering, and right on the back end it finishes off with some beautiful cigar smoke. It's quite ashy in dryness, and it's a super dram. So that's me, guys. That's the Springbank 10. If you've tried it, pop me a comment down below. If you've not tried it, get out there, get on your bike, track it down. As I say, for me it's the best valued, it's probably the best 10-year-old on the market. I say at £40 it's super stuff. Cask strength is even, that's fantastic as well. It's not much more in money, they're a wee bit more harder to come by. But all in all, guys, if you've liked it, don't forget to give me the thumbs up. Don't forget to click the bell if you haven't. And until next time, I'm Alan, the Whiskey Friend, and as I always say, the pleasure is in the sharing. See you again, guys. Thanks for watching. Until next time, bye.